Hi everyone, welcome to NammaKPSC. Now, today we'll be discussing little bit information about the most important subject, that is Indian polity. Academy is starting up with a new batch, that is with respect to which subject? It is major 1 years, major one with respect to our most important subject in any examination. It is our Indian polity. Now, why it is important? Why it is important? The first and foremost 1 year is this is important with respect to marks. First one, it is important with respect to marks. Now, why and how much marks we are getting with respect to Indian polity? It is beat any examination. We will be for sure getting with respect to the 50 to 20 questions. First thing. Second thing, why we need to study this subject as such? Because Indian polity will be studying about the law of the land. It is as simple as that. We'll be studying about our Indian constitution. Indian constitution. See, first thing here is marks, I said. Now you can't risk your marks. Nothing but 15 to 20. Into 2 marks each, you will be getting at least 30 marks from this subject. It is mandatory that you need to have a good conceptual clarity and you need to have that hold on the subject to get at least, I can say, the 30 marks from this subject. Yes. Now for this, we are coming up with a master class for Indian polity. Master class for Indian polity. Now, sir, okay, done. Now, how we will be studying this master class? Obviously, not, but we will be discussing this topic or this subject in an organized manner by dividing this complete Indian constitution. Dividing this complete Indian constitution, that is as simple as that, the law of the land, into 4 important features, or I can say the 4 important dimensions. Now this, the first and foremost dimension, we will be studying with respect to basics of, I can say, the Indian constitution. We'll be studying about what? The basics. Now sir, under basics, what all things we'll be discussing? Now under this, we will be discussing about the first and foremost one, we call it as the origin of our law of the land. As simple as that, it is, we'll be studying about historical background of Indian constitution. Historical background of Indian constitution. First thing. The second major important thing, after understanding our origin or after understanding our historical background part, we'll be studying about our making of Indian constitution. Hope you get what I'm saying. How we made our Indian constitution majorly with respect to, I can say, cabinet mission plan. We'll be discussing under this, and also we'll be discussing about different committees. We'll be discussing about the State Reorganization Act of 1956. All this we'll be discussing with respect to our making of our Indian constitution. And after this, we'll be studying about our introduction part. How do you know? After understanding our origin part of Indian constitution, after making of an Indian constitution, we should know about the intro part. Introduction to our Indian constitution, we call it as the preamble. We call it as what? The preamble. As simple as that. First one. The second one, after studying our preamble, we'll be studying about different parts. The parts, it is our part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. As simple as that. You might be aware about part 1. What is part 1? It is union and its territories. We'll be discussing in detail, in a crisp manner, in a fast and in a, I can say, exam oriented manner. Yes. Second one, it is, we'll be studying about citizenship. Again, under citizenship, the most important news here is the CAA 2019 is in news. Now we'll be discussing this part also in our part 2, while discussing about the original Citizenship Act, that is 1955 Act. After this, we'll be discussing about what's the amendment which has been done in 2019. We're discussing, and as well as after studying this, we'll be discussing our third part. We call it as the fundamental rights. We'll be discussing about fundamental rights. After this, after fundamental rights, it is the, I can say, it is called as the basis of our rights. It is, we call it as the basis of our rights, which we'll be studying with respect to our fundamental rights. Fourth one, it is our DPSP. as well as we'll be studying about the fundamental duties as well with respect to our part 4A. The part 4A. Yes, hope you're getting what I'm saying. It is with respect to, we'll be studying this in an organized manner based on our 4 important dimensions. The first one will be about the basics. And second one, sir, what is second one? We will be studying the second major important one with respect to our, I can say, pillars of government. The pillars of the government, majorly will be studying about executives. Majorly we'll be studying about executives, nothing but as simple as that, the central executive as well as the state executive and their relationship. Followed by we'll be studying about the parliament at central level. Parliament at central level, or as simple as that, central legislature, that is law-making body. We'll be discussing here. Followed by we'll also be discussing about the state legislative assemblies. It is also called as Vidhan Sabhas, Vidhan Parishad. We'll be discussing in the second part of our government. Second part of our government. And the third one we'll be discussing about our judiciary. The third one we call it as the third pillar of our government. First pillar we call it as executive. The second pillar we call it as, I can say, the legislature. And the third pillar we call it as judiciary. Now while discussing about judiciary, we will be discussing about the first and the foremost one about the topmost court in our country. We call it as a Supreme Court. Below the Supreme Court we have High Court. Above, or I can say below this High Courts, will be having what courts? It is subordinate courts. Subordinate courts. We'll be discussing this in detail with respect to exam-oriented point of view. Exam-oriented point of view in our third, I can say, things. The fourth one will be studying about the bodies and the miscellaneous part. Now, while studying about bodies, we'll be discussing about what all constitutional bodies under, what do you mean by statutory bodies, what do you mean by executive bodies. We'll be discussing under bodies. For sure, there will be a questions from these 4 sections. And also we'll also be studying about what? The miscellaneous part of our Indian Constitution. Now, what do you mean by miscellaneous part of Indian Constitution? We'll be studying about the different schedules. Second one we'll be studying about the local self-government. We'll be studying about anti-defection law. All the 6 comes under, I can say, miscellaneous part of our, I can say, section. Nothing but this 4 sections. 4 sections are mandatory. There will be equal questions, equal weightage. Now think that of the exam or the questions from this polity, it is 15 to 20 questions. 15 to 20 questions on an average. As simple as that, 4 questions should come from 4 sections, or 4 questions should come from this first part, and the second part it is 4 questions, third part is 4 questions, and the fourth part is 4 questions. Average I'm talking about. Averages. This will be studying in our course in an organized manner, in exam-oriented manner, in-depth knowledge with conceptual clarity. We'll be discussing. Yes, hope you're getting. Now the next one, after studying. Hope you're getting. Now the next one, after studying about our syllabus part, after studying about this master course, now we will discuss about what is the aim of this course. What is the aim of this course? Now, what is the main aim? The main aim of this course here is, I can say, as simple as that, you will be in a position to solve at least how many percentage of questions? It is 90% of your questions with respect to Indian polity will be, for sure, you can solve with respect to this course. Now, sir, if I'm able to solve this 90% questions, what is your strategy for this? Now, the strategy is as simple as that. We'll be teaching with respect to an easy method in a conceptual clarity between the lines. Now, based on our trend analysis, we'll be analyzing the trend from different examinations, be it UPSC, be it KPSC, Group C exams. Based on all this trend analysis, I'll be teaching in a simpler manner, with a conceptual manner. Yes, hope you're getting in a simpler, conceptual and in-depth knowledge. Yes, there's a major aim of our course, that is our master course of Indian polity. Now, after all these things, what is expected from you guys? What is expected from you guys? It is the most expected one here is, you can note down the most important points which is being taught in the class while explaining, and after this we'll also be providing the I can say the polity dedicated materials. Materials will also be provided, first thing. Second thing here is there'll be regular revision, or as simple as that, you should go for regular revision on continuous basis. At the same time, I'll also be helping with respect to the initial 15 minutes will be provided. Initial 15 minutes of every class we will be providing, or we'll be dedicating, though I can say time for the revision of last class. Revision of last class. I'll be revising the complete, the previous 2 hours lectures in 15 to 20 minutes. We will be revising. This is a mandatory one. This is mandatory one. We will be doing this for sure. And the third major important one here is the requirement here is you should go for analyzing the previous year questions. Previous year questions, at least from UPSC, at least with respect to the KAS exams, KPSC exams, as well as the Group C exams, you should keep analyzing. And I'll also be helping with respect to solving of the previous year questions based on I can say chapters. I'll also be discussing based on what? The second major important one, I'll also be discussing based on, I can say, years also. Based on years also. Yes, this is expected from you, and I'll also be helping based on all the things while providing materials, providing with respect to the revision of the last class, with respect to the analyzing previous year questions and solving of previous year questions. Hope you get what I'm saying. Yes, we'll be solving UPSCs. Now, not only it is UPSC, CSC, we'll also be solving CDS exams, we'll be solving the, I can say, NDA exams, CISF, the CRPF exams, all these things I'll be solving based on chapters, based on the chapters. Yes, this is expected from you guys. And the next major important one, as simple as that, what is the benefit of this, I can say, masterclass? As simple as that, it is, now sir, who can join this course? It is both the freshers as well as veterans. They must join this course. Now, why I'm saying it is must? Because as simple as that I said, it is important with respect to marks, because 15 to 20 questions is being asked with respect to every examination. Now you can't skip this subject, and it is also important from our, I can say, examination point of view also. And the next one will be providing, I can say, in-depth concepts. Second one, between the lines, exceptions between the lines will also be taught to you. Third one, I said previous year questions at the end of the class. Followed by, we'll also be discussing with respect to the current affairs, that is the polity current affairs. I'll be discussing based on chapters, that is at least 15 months current affairs. The 15 months current affairs I'll be discussing, that is from January 2023 till at least April. It is April 2024. I'll be discussing based on chapter wise. I won't be discussing only the static part. I'll also be connecting with respect to current affairs part also. Yes, hope you're getting. It is highly important. This is nothing but a masterclass. It is both with respect to freshers as well as veterans. For freshers, you will be getting the complete concepts. For veterans, you will be getting revised. And if you are not with respect to any doubt with respect to any concept, it will be cleared with respect to all these lectures. Hope you getting what I'm saying. This is both important with respect to the freshers as well as the veterans. Done. And also we have discussed about importance with respect to the civil services examination, be it UPSC as well as the be it KPSC. 15 to 20 questions are being asked from polity section. Second one here is number of questions we have discussed, and the third one here is the trend analysis also we have discussed. At least 15 to 20 questions, no matter what they're asking with respect to, they're asking from the polity section or Indian Constitution as such. Now, sir, if this is important, what should I need to do? You need to join our course, which is being started, or which will be starting on the 27th. That is 27th of the May 2024. That is with respect to the coming Monday. We are starting a new course with respect to our Indian polity, which will be handled completely by me, who has an experience of at least 3+ years. Hope you're getting what I'm saying. It is 3+ years. It will be completely handled by me, and I'll be providing in detail concepts, the clarity, and the chapters also. Along with this, you can either join online course, either offline or online, and we'll also be providing recorded classes along with this, the study material. Whereby you can also get mentorship from me also. Mentorship from me, not only with respect to polity, with respect to all the subjects. See, my aim is clear. It is as simple as that. You need to clear this examination, be it UPSC or be it KPSC related exams or Group C exams. You should, I can say, clear this exam no matter what. Yes, for this we'll also be providing the test, the class test, followed by we'll also be providing mentorship also. Yes, and after this, this is with respect to our schedule. There'll be 25 classes. 25 classes. This 25 classes, it has been divided into the 4 important sections. First one, it is our basics. Second one, we'll be discussing about the center-state relations, or as simple as that, the pillars of government. It is the legislature, executive. We'll be studying about the president. We'll be studying about the executives, vice president, the prime minister, chief minister, etc., in our second part. And in the third part, we'll be majorly discussing about the judiciary part. We'll be discussing about our judiciary part, third section. Fourth one, as I already mentioned, we'll be studying about our bodies, the constitutional bodies, the statutory bodies, followed by our executive bodies. We'll be studying with respect to concepts as well as application part also. Along with this, we'll be providing what? We will be providing with respect to the previous year questions, conceptual clarity. You'll be in a position to solve at least 95% questions. Followed by there'll be a class test, and out of this, 2 sectional tests and 1 comprehensive test will also be provided. Followed by I'll also be providing how to attempt prelims questions, and I'll also be discussing about what should be our strategy with respect to mains also. We'll be discussing in detail. With respect to the Indian polity. Yes. Now, sir, if this is the case, how to join this course? As simple as that. Go to Google, search NammaKPSC Insta Mojo. Click on this first link. You'll be getting n number of I can see the offers. Now, out of this are the newly launched course, which will be starting with respect to the 27th of May. Click on this. Now the course says that it is 3,500. Now, if you click on this buy button, now you'll be getting this. Now enter a coupon code. That is KAS. It is capital KAS 2024. KAS 2024. Apply this voucher. You'll be getting 500 rupee discount also, and this discount, it is only and only applicable with respect to the 100. I can say the first come first serve, only 100% you'll be getting this discount. Yes, done. This is all with respect to our the master class of our the polity section. Finally, before ending this complete strategy, it does not matter what others are doing. It actually matters what you are doing it. Yes, with this quote, I'll be ending the lecture and see you all on Monday. Thank you.